Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Bob Walters. He's Brett Grosso. This is Locked Up Sports. The Knicks get it done in 6. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't a pretty game. They blew leads.
No.
They tried to give that game away a bunch of times. They didn't. They win it on a Brunson game winner. And on to Boston we go for the New York Knicks. Brett, what's up? Welcome to the show.
Yeah, they're trying to freaking kill us. They were trying to kill us in that series, the Knicks. The Knicks were, I mean, that was rough to watch, man. I mean, all around, like, there's no point where you thought the Knicks were going to, like, really take that game over. And, you know.
They took it over. They were up
Brunson
16 at one point. They were up 16.
Captain Clutch, man. Captain
Brunson
Clutch.
Takes a million shots. He took
They were
like 30. So he took 16 shots in the fourth quarter. He takes like 40 shots. They can't win like that because now you're going to play a better team. I mean, I don't think they're going to win anyway, but I don't even see this thing going 6 games. I could see them getting swept.
No, we don't worry about games in the future. We worry about one game. The game was right in front of you. You win that game 1. You go get your game. Don't worry, Bob. You got to win one game.
One game, one possession, one dribble, one shot. Is that what you are? That's what you're at with the Knicks?
You only get one shot, Bob. One opportunity.
One opportunity. Mom spaghetti, right?
Yeah, man. We're ready. I'm serious. Like,
listen,
honestly, I think this is good. I love being the underdog. Now, it's one thing, and I know the Knicks have done this, and this is the time. This is what we were trying to get to last year, right?
Yeah,
to play the Celtics. We got our opportunity to play the Celtics. Guess what happens if you beat the Celtics? You got the Cavs or the Pacers behind you. We can beat them, which means that the Knicks are granted an opportunity in this round to have a chance to really get to the finals.
They were
right.
They were 0-10. No, they were 0. The way you said it, maybe. But that's a complete steer.
You're wrong.
Way. They were 0-10 against these teams. They didn't beat it.
Nobody gives them a shot. One thing I've learned in this country: you don't give a guy a shot. He's good.
Listen,
that's it.
They got a shot. They're there, right? They're there. They have a shot. It's not 0.
I do.
I mean, it's a long shot, though. It is a long shot.
All they have to do, just please promise me, Knicks, don't pass it inside to Mitchell Robinson. Those brick hands that were happening, it was rough to watch. Mitchell's he's played some good defense. We got some good minutes out of him.
He's a guy around the rim. He gets rebounds. That's what he's a big,
right.
He's a big guy around the rim.
He's a putback guy, that type of stuff. Cat's dishing it. He has it underneath. He's kind of covered. Instead of just, a little looper, it's let me dish it to Mitchell Robinson underneath. And then he bricks it with his 2 little brick hands. And drops the ball every single time.
They got to get the ball out of Brunson's hands too much.
They were sloppy this series, man.
Brunson's not good enough to be isolation where you come down and everybody clears out and it's Brunson and whoever is guarding him. Because that's what they do. And then they give it to Towns, and Towns is taking like I said, he thinks he's all of a sudden because of Game 5, he thinks he's Steph Curry and he's shooting. He's got to go to the rim. The Knicks I don't know. I mean, the Celtics got a little banged up in that last series, but
you watch it. You're right. They have to get to the rim. You watch that in this series. The Knicks didn't. When they had opportunities to drive and take on the fouls, and even guys who were in foul trouble, they just did the same old thing they always did in those quick stop, popping threes, and not taking a real possession and not trying to drive to the hoop. And you watch some guys step up. You know who did it? At one point, you saw Josh Hart actually start taking 1 or 2 to the hoop and trying to be like, guys, like, get in the freaking game.
Well,
this isn't
a fast break guy. He gets his points on the fast break.
He's not an offensive guy, man. But in times where it was important to to see that, because Cat just vanishes. It's amazing how a guy. And they letting him get into foul trouble because they're not letting anybody come in off the bench because their bench is so terrible.
They don't play the bench. But the bench stinks.
They're terrible.
The bench stinks. There's nothing
Miles
you can
McBride was awful in the series. Last year in the playoffs, he was very important to this team, and he was terrible.
And Campaign was no good. Anyway,
he
had 5 good minutes in the series
of
one quarter.
Listen, it's good to have him there in Game 1, and that's fine. They should have had a little bit more of that, when they were out and Brunson was out for a couple minutes in the other game, we got nothing out of them. Mikal Bridges played nothing offensively. I mean, we had a couple big threes randomly, but let me tell you, his defense was very good throughout the series.
Game one, they won, right? They took a 21-0 run. Game 6, they blew a 16-point lead. They blew a 14-point lead. Game 3, down 7. But in the first half, they had a 16-point lead. They were They were running them out of the gym in the first half. And you can't do that against us. So you can't be blowing 16-point leads, multiple double-digit leads in a game against the Celtics if you're lucky enough to even get them. And everybody looks at Brunson's gaudy numbers, 40 points, game-winning shot. Great.
No, that means
but he was 5 for 16. He was 5 for 16 in the fourth quarter. Come on. You can't go 5 for 16. He takes a million shots. Of course he gets points.
No, of course. No, you're 100% right. And that is exactly what can't happen. Somebody else is going to have, and again, someone's going to have to step up. OG and Mikal Bridges, they're so inconsistent. It's incredible how inconsistent they are. Like, all of a sudden, it's like you feel like they're going to make every three, and then they can't even touch it. Like, they really need someone else. It's obviously
Bridges is even that
Cat's. No, but he has stepped up. He had a couple big threes that won him a game, so we'll give him that. But you need Cat to stay out of foul trouble, because the moment that he gets into this 5 fouls late in the game, and he fouled out of that game. When did you think the Knicks were losing Game 6? It's the moment Cat fouled out of that game. Let me tell you.
I thought that when they were down 8 or 6, 7 or 8 in that late third or fourth quarter, I was like, oh, they're going to blow this. They blew they went 3-4 minutes in that fourth quarter where they couldn't score a bucket. There was a lid on the rim, Brett. They couldn't, no matter what they did, they couldn't score. And Detroit just kept coming, and then they blew past them. And that's when I was like, oh, they're going to lose this game.
And that's it. They're sitting with Cat, and they're on defense, and he's got 5 fouls, and he doesn't want to foul out. And so it's not a good spot to be in. If he's not producing on offense, and he's got 5 fouls on him on defense, it's a tough guy. And then Mitchell Robinson had 5 also. So it was like the Knicks were having done to them what they should have been doing the whole time on the other end, and the guys were going to the basket, going to the hoop, drawing the fouls. The problem was the officials weren't calling it. So they were going in, and let me tell you, Josh Hart got crushed how many times going to the hoop, and again, he's so wild. You can't
complain about
he's
that.
He's so uncontrolled about it that they don't call it, and
because he's a fast break. He gets his points on the fast break.
No,
get the rebound.
But that wasn't just them; it was everybody. They let him play, man. They really let him play, for better or worse, in that series. Though that there was a lot of
for better for the Knicks.
Contact.
Right? Look at that.
It worked out in the one game. It was very big time, and they're just lucky they got out of there in Game 6, because it gave them a slight chance to go and do something versus the Celtics. Because if they go on to play Game 7,
10%
chance.
Now it's good for the Knicks, right? It's good for the Knicks that I think that they don't stand a chance in the series. That's good for the Knicks. I didn't think they were going to win Game 6.
What do we even? The only way to put it is the Knicks can't chase in this series. If the Knicks go down 0-1 and they spend it right from the beginning chasing the Celtics, they're in trouble. If the Knicks,
I think you got to steal one of the two.
I'm with you. I think it's earlier. I think teams come in a little lackadaisical in Game 1. I think it's your only shot. I don't think you have any chance in Game 2. I think the Knicks get blown out in Game 2, regardless of what happens in Game 1. No, that's what I really think happens.
Because I can see them get blown out in Game 1. But
I really believe Game 1's their opportunity. I think they hang in there, and if they can make that magical, we squeaked by one in Game 1, I think it's a series. Other than that, you're right.
Sometimes you could go in somewhere and steal Game 1. You can.
That's what I think.
They catch them off guard or something, but
I don't. And another team, I'd say you're right. Where no, they just get Game 2 and they're going to be fine. I don't think the Knicks stand a chance in Game 2 once the Celtics actually see what the game plan is. They know the Knicks, but once they get their feet under them in Game 1, I'm telling you, I don't think the Knicks stand a chance in Game 2. But again, other things are going to happen in the series.
You gotta win one.
We talked about this every time. Someone on one team or the other, or both teams, is going to get hurt. Something's going to happen where someone's going to make
Brunson, career-ending injury, third quarter.
No, every game we know that. That's why I say on both teams. But it's going to take that. It's going to be the Knicks playing perfect, the Celtics, having some issues in whatever spot that is, and it's still going to come down to the Knicks having to sink some crazy shot to keep it a series. The
number here is 0-10 against anybody that had a better record than them, and those are the teams that are left. And when you get down to here, you're not playing lousy teams. You're playing good teams. You're playing teams that win 40, 50, 60, 50, 60 games.
You're right. Yeah.
It is what it is. I don't think the Knicks are good enough. They're not deep enough. They don't play the bench. They're a two-man team with Towns and Brunson.
Sometimes they're a
one-man team with Brunson.
People like you, the doubters, are everything that makes sports so great, and it makes it so much sweeter when this happens once in our generation. It happens where teams go and the unexpected. Everybody says the Celtics have this. Nobody else. I don't know what the numbers are. What is it going to make me if I put 100 on the Knicks to win the series? I'm doing it today. I don't even care. Tell me what I'm making.
Oh, by the way, I put $50 on Soto to hit a home run the other day, and he hit two.
Yeah. And
I wasn't happy.
And how do you
you
feel?
I was pissed.
All you feel like you didn't pick two, and so you don't even feel good about it. Not I almost went back about this. I know it.
After he hit the one, I almost went back and picked another. Picked two.
No. You're never going to even enjoy that moment. Sorry. That's how betting is. You're sucked.
But I won like $400, but I was still. They
got you. But I'm telling you right now,
but I never make it. I never put like $50 on a prop. I was like, that's like big money for me. And I was like, screw it. We're at the game when we put it on.
It
was great. It was great.
Bet.
So let's see. Okay, so here are the series odds. The Knicks are plus 570. The Celtics are minus 820 to win the series. The series spread is, if you want to get the Celtics 2.5 games, so that means they would have to win in 5, right?
Yeah.
So
I would.
For the Celtics to win in 5, it's minus 115.
What are the Knicks in 6? Give me the Knicks in 6. 7, that's going to be the lowest number. That's what they're expecting. If the Knicks won, it would be in 7.
Okay,
but so Knicks in 6 is probably big money. I'm telling you, Knicks in 6.
Here we go.
We're gonna one day we're gonna talk about what we could have made. I'm telling you, $100 Knicks in 6. Not even Knicks win the series. Knicks in 6.
Okay, so
at
Knicks,
home, right?
6,
at home,
right? Series correct order. I think would be.
Do you want?
Okay, no, I don't know what is it.
Do you know what? Do you know why? Do you know why the Knicks have a shot? You know why I feel like the Knicks have a shot? How good they played on the road, winning 3. This is the first time in their history they won 3 road games to win a series.
They lost plenty of road games against the Celtics during the regular season.
No, I'm with you. They went in. Let me tell you, that arena they're saying is that you're not going to match how loud it was in Detroit. And so the Knicks played in a very harsh environment on the road under pressure. And they handled it. And I think getting that under their belt is a big deal.
Knicks in 6.
And then moving on to Knicks in 6. What do you got?
Knicks in 6 plus 1,300.
Happening.
Okay.
I don't think that's good enough.
Knicks in 5 plus 3,500. Knicks sweep plus 4,000. And then you get the Celtics sweep is plus 340, Brett. The Celtics sweep? No, Celtics in 5 is the favorite. Celtics in 5 is plus 210. It's 2-1. Celtics in 5.
You look like you're excited about that.
Because I think that's what it's going to be. That's what I would say. And
this is not a good value from bet. This is coming from the guy who picked the Phillies to win 5-4 over the Mets.
From the guy who put $50 on Soto to hit a home run and he hit 2.
That's
so if you want to play that game, we can play that game all day. I win some bets, I lose some bets. It is what it is. I'm like anybody else.
Even when you win a bet, you're only half right.
Right. Yeah. So what do you got? You got what? Knicks in what? Knicks in 6?
6. Knicks in 6.
Are you gonna put your money? Are you gonna? Because if you put your money in, I'm gonna ask you. We're gonna ask you to prove it. I don't want to hear you put my money on it, and then you don't put $100 on it.
No, I will. Okay, I will. 100%. Yeah.
I'm not putting it on the Celtics because I'm rooting for the Knicks. But I think the Celtics in 5 is what I think. I don't think the Knicks can play with them. I don't think they're good enough. I think the Celtics are champs. They're better team. Does it mean that they can't go? Knicks can't win? No, it doesn't. But I just think the Celtics are a better team. I think Knicks are a one-man team. They're Brunson, he's fragile. He's not as good a shooter as everybody thinks he is because he shoots 100 shots a game. And I just don't think the Celtics. I think the Celtics could just shut him down and take it out.
This is it. OG shuts down Brown. Ready?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Mikal Bridges shuts down Tatum. Porzingis, he's going to want to go off. So he's going to try and take control in the series. He's the big worry.
Porzingis is the biggest slap in the face in the series right there for the Knicks.
Porzingis, very much so, is going to be the difference in the series. If you're never going to stop any of those guys from scoring. But we have 2 very good defenders who have not been great on offense. Those 2 defenders need to shut those 2 guys down. And then you have Cat and Porzingis or Mitchell Robinson and Porzingis, whatever way you want to look at that. They're a very long team. Brunson is going to have a very hard time going inside. We saw this all year. He has a really hard time inside versus them. They're all very long defenders. They have, so it's going to be a different game. Someone's going to have to get hot from the outside. They're going to have to play a very different game. Cat is going to have to be so physical and not vanish like he did in game 2 and vanish again like he did in game 5. I'm sorry. He needs to step up.
Well, we'll see. Starts when? Tomorrow night?
Monday
night. So Monday night, game 1 in Boston. Brett thinks
TD Garden.
TD Garden in Boston.
The garbage garden, we call
we'll
it.
See.
Garbage
we'll see.
garden.
Knicks haven't made it past this round yet. This has been the wall that they hit. Is the second round.
This is everything, and we're going up against, and last year it's like disappointing because we weren't supposed to lose to the Pacers, right? Now we're expected to lose. This is the first time we're going in as underdogs in a while.
Yeah, they're not going through this wall, Brett. They're going to have to go over the wall. When was the last time
the Knicks played the series as the underdog? Were they underdogs to Philly? No.
It was a pick'em series. I think they were underdogs probably to Atlanta. No, they weren't either. Maybe
but
not.
They were expected to win that. No, but let me tell you, this is the first time they're going in where everybody's doubting them. This is a very different feeling than the Knicks have had in a while. And let me tell you, that is a big thing for an athlete. And we've seen Brunson coming up no matter what happens.
Brunson would be the one that would, I would say,
no matter what, he's coming up clutch.
I'm not losing.
I believe this team's playing with, I was going to say Hart, but and he's the guy, but like Hart, man.
Playing with house money, right? Because nobody expects him to win. So you're right.
If we can get a little toughness out of Cat, OG and McHale can actually hit some of these threes. This team just got to steal game one. Don't worry about game 5 and 6, Bob. Just game one.
Yeah, game one. Steal game one. Steal one in the first 2, and you're in good shape.
I'm telling you.
But we'll
have something to talk about. I'm gonna have something to talk about all week. Just gotta win
game 1, Eastern Conference Semifinals, Knicks and Celtics. For Brett Grasso, I'm Bob Walters. Don't forget, rate, review, and subscribe. You can catch us on YouTube, anywhere you get your podcasts. We also have a new Twitter. Brett, what's the new Twitter?
No, new Twitter's Mets only. New Twitter's Mets only. Locked up Mets. You got to stay off it. You Knicks fans. Locked up Mets.
Sorry, Knicks fans and Mets fans.
Don't worry. You win this series, locked up Knicks on the way.
Yeah.
You win this series. Trust me. Trust me. We're going to be greasing the poles, boys and girls. Locked up sports.
For Brett Grasso, I'm Bob Walters. Enjoy the games, everybody. From the Brian Gunzel Studios. See ya.